Here goes your World War III news. What you are seeing here is Venezuela displaying their firepower. They're holding a military drill aimed at driving off the United States as they're sitting off the coast of Venezuela right now. They're showcasing Russian jets, helicopters, boats, ships, warships, of course tanks, troops, and they're arming up their civilians as well and deploying them to the coast. We also got news that a Russian oil facility was hit by a Ukrainian drone. And I think these attacks are making Russia a little more aggressive towards NATO, as it's being reported that 3 Russian fighter jets, MiG-31s, were armed up in Estonia's airspace today, who is a NATO member. And this has prompted them to ignite Article 4. These aircraft was intercepted, but these are bringing worries that NATO might try to start shooting down these jets. Just like they're trying to find a way to start shooting down these drones and find a stronger response to Russia. What we got here is Russia showcasing their military power as they were intercepting drones and hitting positions. Pretty crazy. And then we got France. Yeah, this is pretty normal. Another fire believed to be started by Ukrainian saboteurs in Russia. This. Then we got a Ukrainian F-16 intercepting a Russian drone. Wow. Poland is also accusing Russia of violating the Baltic Sea oil platform safety zone, saying that 2 Russian fighter jets was flying low right by the platforms. This sounds like Russia's getting ready for real. Trump is also calling the Russian incursions into Estonia big trouble. Venezuela is accusing the United States of waging an undeclared war on them, as even though Israel's getting a lot of hate, the United States is planning a $6 billion arms sale to Israel. Trinidad's minister just drew outrage by saying that Venezuela would get hit by a nuke by India if they were to attack Trinidad. Trinidad is also the country that said that the United States can use their territory to do attacks on Venezuela and that they welcome their warships being down there. Venezuela just approved a strategic partnership with Russia. That don't sound too good. Colombia is slamming the United States buildup near Venezuela. Here's the one about Russian jets flying into Estonian airspace as their prime minister just invoked Article 4. China's defense minister just opened a new security firm as he declares that he's ready to take over Taiwan. This is as Trump has declined the approval of the Taiwan military aid package ahead of a summit with Beijing, of course a TikTok deal and a trade deal that he's trying to make with China. As the EU is set to ban Russian LNG imports earlier than expected, a year earlier in fact, they're saying January 1st, 2027. This is thanks to Trump asking them to do so. We have Kim Jong-un that's declaring AI military drone development a top priority as they just announced 2 drones, and one of them is a ripoff of the United States drone. We have Chinese and Russian warships increasing their operations near Japan. Israel claims that over 100 drones entered their airspace from Egypt in the past month. Israel just shut down their border with Jordan after 2 Israelis were shot dead near their border. Lebanon is also hitting out at Israel after Israel did some airstrikes on Hezbollah today, as Lebanon is still trying to do their de-armament plan to de-arm Hezbollah. And then we got Pakistan opening up its nuclear program to Saudi Arabia, which has India on edge right now because Pakistan and Saudi Arabia now have a defense pact saying that an attack on one is an attack on another. And that was a question about if Pakistan will use their nuclear weapons to protect Saudi Arabia, and it seems like that is the case. Anyways, that's the latest. Got a live coming next. See y'all there.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, Ba'ashem Rakwakwadah. Double honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone. Shalom to, as well, shalom to the mighty Akim Wakim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity, as well as the speckled bird that may look like the other nations, but are actually Yasharallah. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with another lesson. Today's lesson is going to be on this whole World War III update. You heard all of those different things this dude compiled all into one video. That is a lot. It's okay. That is a lot to unpack, and the reality of it is that we are seeing this as what's the word? The what I don't know what the term is. It escapes me at the moment. But basically, we are seeing this as, okay, you know what? We're just that much closer to the end, and we are waiting for the Lord to eventually deliver us through these things. All right. So as a result of that, the thing is, Revelation chapter 11 verse 14, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. You know, this is a big thing where the woe is like the third. The woe is the wars, the world war. The first woe, World War One. Second woe, World War Two. Third woe, World War Three. X, Y, and Z. You understand that, and you know we're waiting for that. We're looking towards that, especially with all these different things. What's it called? I think bricks. What I heard was bricks was made in order to, because I forgot who said it, but bricks was made in order to undermine the US dollar. So as a result of that, that's what they are looking to, that's what they're looking to do in I don't want to necessarily say protest, but in rebellion, I guess, if you want to use that term, in rebellion towards Babylon. All right. So with that being said, this is what we're looking towards. What we're waiting for. We're waiting for the deliverance of our deliverance, but it's through looking at these signs and saying that, okay, what, this is the stuff that's happening, and as a result of all this happening, if my mouse can work, these are the signs of heaven. Jeremiah 10 verse 2, thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Again, 2nd Ezra chapter 9 verse 1, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Okay, so this is what we're looking for. This is what we're waiting for. We're waiting for YAHAWAH to return, Yahawah to send Yahawashi to return to deliver us from our enemies. And let's actually also get that in Luke chapter 1 verse 71, that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. And we are waiting for that because we see that Esau hates, despises us. So as a result of that, this is what we're looking for. We're looking for, okay, the finality of Yahawah, of Yahawashi sending his judgment to eventually deliver us. All right, which also, let's get this, 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as shall prevail upon woman with child, and they shall not escape. And this is a big thing where you have people who aren't even aware of all the stuff that's going on. They're not aware of what's the word, the how dangerously close we are to some sort of firstly civil war, and then on top of that, the next thing is not just civil war, but world war. Right, that's one of the biggest things. That's one of the main things that we are we're looking towards and afraid of. All right. So as a result of that, this is why we look at these signs. We look at all the things that's happening, and then as a result of that, we know that, okay, Yahawashi is getting stuff done. He's everything is being put into motion for us to be able to be delivered sooner rather than later. All right. Now, Joel 3 and 10, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. And, again, all of these, all these countries that were below Babylon, they're finally saying, like, okay, we're fed up with this. We're tired of this. We're going to come and band together, and we're going to go do something, put the hurt on this devil for treating us like garbage. All right. So, yeah, this is what Esau has accumulated over the years, and he's going to answer for that. All right. Now, Matthew 24, verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. So yes, there's one of the prophecies is, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, basically, wars and stuff like that, civil wars, as well as world wars or national wars. I don't know, just normal wars in general, where you have these people that are working towards destroying one another. On top of that, that's not even the only thing that you have to be afraid of. You have to also be afraid of the famines, okay, where there's not going to be any food. There's going to be diseases, what's it called, plagues and stuff like that, viruses and stuff like that, earthquakes, and just a whole bunch of destruction that's sent by the Lord YAHAWAH to destroy the wicked. All right. As a matter of fact, let me actually see if I can find that, and then we'll be done. Punishing spirits. Let's get in the Apocrypha in, I believe it's 2nd Esdras. No, it's not. Sirach 39:28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So basically, the Lord is setting this up in order to destroy them, because this is what they set this stuff up to. They said they were wicked. They did all this stuff, so now they have to answer for the wickedness that they've done. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, SHAMAIWAN, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, AHPARYAM, and Shalom.